Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play European Universalis 4. As Sweden, we've completed some big wars. We're having to core a lot of stuff. There we go, finishing a couple of cores over here, so we're not 100% overextended. Again, there's a part of me that thought maybe I could have grabbed more than 100% overextension from the last war, but I'm not going to complain too terribly much. Yeah, we can convert these provinces that have recently been cored, and then we can just save a couple of points for Kokali, which is right over here. One thing I'm going to do, just as a precaution, is I'm going to go and take my... Actually, I'll take this whole fleet. That'll be fine. I'll technically unmothball you, although you're not going to be doing any repairs right now. No, you know what? Hold on. I will let this fully repair. But the idea is to move my battle fleet into this area, just so that I can reinforce. I can drop some troops in Kokali if I get some rebels there, because it's going to be really important that I stop any rebels that happen. Might not be a bad time to look at my fleet. I'm still about 50 points away from my force limit. I don't really have the money to build a big navy right now, though, so I don't think I will do that. Army maintenance is mostly still leading us. It's the reinforcements, but money overall is a little bit poor. A lot of it has to do with the fact that our overextension means that our trade ability to move trade is pretty poor. Sure, Venice, you can have military access. What are you up to? You're at war against the Ottomans. Everyone's taking a bite out of the Ottomans. So I think Epirus is going to be sort of the new Ottomans here, especially if they take a ton of land from them. I'm very curious to see exactly how it goes. And in particular, I'm very excited to grab Constantinople if I can. Probably Constantinople, they will probably move their capital, the Ottomans, at some point. I don't think they can move it while they're at war. But because it's isolated, they will almost certainly move their capital as soon as they have peace. But it doesn't matter. Like, next time we war them, whether they move the capital or not, I will be able to take Constantinople by virtue of the fact that it's isolated, and I definitely want it. I'm really hoping that Epirus doesn't take it. Although, honestly, I could just war Epirus. That's fine, too. Permanent 1 mercantilism, or 5 years of less national unrest and more manpower. I don't need the manpower. Let's take the mercantilism. That is fine. You're still being reinforced. So I'll split you in 2. Split you in twine. Therefore, you hopefully won't reach any sort of aggression limit. Rebel uprisings. The Bulgarian nationalists are growing. That's in Silistria and Burgas. But not here. Different kind. Moldovians. Alright, tell you what then. I'll move the extra dude down to Burgas. Now, if they are about to rise up, well, you move there, and you move there. If they are about to rise up, I'll definitely have to increase the maintenance on my military so they don't get smashed right away. Hopefully I will remember to do that. It feels unlikely that I will, but it could happen. Hell, these rebels here might come and attack too. Okay, military coalition from Hungary. Can't blame them for that. Now, this isn't going to reduce the unrest that much because of our low maintenance, but... Oh, now we're making tons of money all of a sudden. Alright, I'll increase the maintenance a bit just to try to help with the rebellion problem. Put under wraps a scooch. And we can not start our next core? Oh, our missionary is there. Hold on. You know what? You're nearly done. Yeah, okay. The missionary can finish doing that. That's fine. We've maxed out our relationship with Frankfurt. So again, we'll just pick one of these other people who don't particularly like me right now. And, oh, we're already improving there. So the other W1, improve relations. They're still going to hate me because of annexing a member of the HRE plus annexing a vassal. It's going to take me forever to soak these guys all in, and I should probably stop doing the vassal thing. But when I grabbed tons and tons of vassals in the big Germanic war, it allowed us to grab so much more territory than we would have had the ability to do. So I'm not complaining too much. Maybe there was a better way of doing it to really max out, but overall, what the hell. We've got rebels fighting rebels. Peasants versus pretenders. I actually don't know if I knew that rebels fought each other, necessarily. You can see how crappy the peasant rebels are, because even though they've outnumbered the noble rebels, they are still going to lose. Yep. This will make it a little easy for Epirus to come and grab Constantinople. I'll be a little unhappy if they grab it. On the other hand, actually, no. I'm really hoping that Epirus steals Constantinople, because I don't have a truce with Epirus. So if Epirus is able to take Constantinople, I can instantly declare war on them just for that one city. I mean, by that point, most of my cores will be done anyway. So yeah, please, Epirus, go nuts. I mean, regardless, once I finish coring everything, there'll probably be some more holy wars over here for things that we will then core. Again, more land, more land, more land, more overextension, and never building anything ever, apparently. It is making us more powerful. I still like the idea of pressing into Germany, even though it's so much more harder to gain land here. It is very valuable land, and it would feel good. It feels like, you know, this is the low-hanging fruit. This stuff is too easy. Backwards nations, we got more chocolate imports. Well, give me more mercantilism. Adds up a lot of extra money. You get a lot more provincial trade power. For every 1%, you get 2% more provincial trade power. And we have, you know, we got a lot of provinces with trade power already. 31% of the trade power in the English Channel now. We've got a conversion done, which means I can now start coring that province, and we can convert something else. Heresies expired in Culm. Well, isn't that lovely? So yeah, I don't really expect there'll be another war right now. I mean, I really could just keep pushing war into war into war, although, you know, the treasury is taking a bit of a beating. It'd be nice to be able to be in a slightly better status that way. Now, at some point, we will take trade ideas. That'll probably be the next idea group, except we never have any diplomatic points whatsoever. Yay, conversions. Silesia will get 10% boost. That's interesting. Oh, you entered Burgess, and now we're getting our ass kicked. Shit, shit, shit. You know, what if I just ran? Oh, I can't run yet. In fact, they could actually stack wipe me there. That would be very unpleasant. Silesia, how far away are we from potentially soaking you in? Obviously, he'll get another minus 30 as soon as we annex Galicia over here. We could get another 6 points with improved relations. That would bring us up to 118. So if we had this one here, that would bring us up to 148. You get 25 from a bribe. That's not enough. It brings us up to about 175-ish. I could... Can't do the transfer trade. And I don't think I can guarantee your independence or anything. Because no, we're a vassal, so that's not an option either. No. Oh, it's, yeah, plus 30. I think we'll just take 30 diplomatic power then. I don't think there's any way for us to get to a 190 and start annexing them with that. Oh, looks like, okay, we actually took them out. Whoo! And we're not getting attrition. Oh, there's a huge supply limit here, so no, we'll leave all the troops in Burgess now, especially while we finish getting that cord, and that'll be fine. A little bit more in reinforcements, so it's costing us a little bit more money once again. But hey, we're doing good. So I don't like sitting in peace because I always feel like, oh, maybe there's some sort of missed opportunity, especially for our top manpower. Like, I've got a military that can conquer anything right now, so shouldn't I be doing the conquering? Oh, no. Anyways, we'll at least let things core. Our finances aren't great, so we'll let that finish. Now, once we core things, that will help a little bit, but a lot of it might just be the fact that there's, you know, a fair deal of local autonomy in a lot of places. Like, a lot. Now, some of these are overseas, so that hardly counts. But this local autonomy means I'm not getting as much tax as I would hope from most of my provinces. Oh, I can't take the money here right now, so we'll actually have to lose a cardinal, unfortunately. So what sucks is they don't show you... They show you the unrest as a 0. I wish it showed me negative unrest. Now, this map mode, though, can show me some stuff. So all the places where it has a 0, what I need to do is then... I know, I have to kind of click through all this stuff and actually see what's what. Because I need to see negative unrest. That's not low enough. It needs to be quite low. That might be worth decreasing autonomy. There's like a borderline possibility that some events will trigger that will cause some problems. Oops, that was changed recently, apparently. You have no autonomy, so that's fine. Oop, that was one. What do you got? You technically get a little bit of unrest, but not much. And that's with all my overextensions, so it'll get better pretty quickly. That's I don't know if it's worth taking the hit on that one. Okay, let's go back to this view. So if I can drop a lot more of this autonomy. There we go. There's a lot over here. How you feeling, though? Not quite there. There's the cultural difference, of course. That's a problem. Yeah, none of these are going to quite work out. Got the right religion, but not the right culture. Danzig is a super valuable one. So these are a lot of provinces I'm not really getting the full juice out of. Boy, oh boy. There might be another view. I wonder if there's, provinces. Number of provinces. Economy. I mean, there's buildings where I can see an overview of all my stuff everywhere. You see, like, the unrest in each one of my provinces. Number of provinces. Yeah, so I don't know if there's a better view for it. A little bit of autonomy over here. Oh, there we go. That is, wow, why is the unrest so low over here? Oh, they had a recent uprising. So once that modifier goes away, we'll only be at -3, which is not high enough. Yeah, I don't think I can... No, maybe here. Here's fine. Let's go ahead and drop that autonomy there. And here. And we'll leave it. You know what? I can afford this one. It'll be okay. And yeah, we'll just have to, I don't know, keep the unrest a little lower, keep the autonomy a little lower. 13 colonies, I don't think they're close to rebelling in any way whatsoever. No, we can definitely tax it. Another thing we could do to raise some more funds is I could spend admin points to increase tariffs, but I really got too many things to do with my admin points right now, so it's fine. And there's enough events that sort of raise them over time, so hopefully it'll be okay. But we could definitely get a few extra bucks. We're making almost 8 gold per turn from New Scotland, although I wouldn't want to raise any of their stuff at all. I'll leave it as is, clearly. Epirus is moving some troops to... Oh, Macedonia. Thought they might go for Constantinople. I'm surprised this war is still going on. Just absolutely stunned by it, but, you know, whatever. A lot of cores still constructing, and as soon as all this overextension goes, our income's going to go through the roof. So I guess what I'll do is I'll just fast forward a little bit. It's okay if we just kill a few years. It's not like we have a specific time limit that we're trying to achieve any particular thing with. We've got the entire Baltic Sea, which is nice. I would really like to get the rest of this northern coast. It would just feel pretty good. And then at that point, we might start to have to beat up on France. It is 1663. We're slightly more than halfway through the game at this point. A lot more land for us to take. Dun, 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 dun. I could spend admin points to increase my stability, but no. I like going up to +1 because it's relatively cheap and it gives you a lot more, a lot less unrest, plus, you know, higher taxes and all that. It's quite nice. Less than it used to. There was a period of time where it gave you 10% more taxes for every positive stability. Now it's only 5%, but it's still pretty goddamn good. Can't complain about it. There we go. Making some money again, just barely. I could probably go ahead and drop my army maintenance a little bit more, although I'm still somewhat trying to do the unrest busting over here. Oh, that's not bad. At least until we finish the core. I don't think we're anywhere close to actually getting an uprising, though. The Bulgarians, no, they're miles away. You know what? Let's go ahead and drop that a little bit more. It's going to be fine. Military access for Mamurdi. This is actually someone I might go to war with soon, but for now it's okay. We can let them do that. They're pretty weak. There's no way for them to strengthen themselves. And they're what, fighting Crimea? Yeah. None of the things that's going to happen there is going to be relevant. There we go. A bunch of cores. Trade dispute against the Netherlands, which is fine. One thing that we do have to do soon is go to do a war with a rival so that we can get some more power projection. So that'll be nice again. Russia, Spain, Portugal. So probably Russia. We don't have a truce with them. Almost certainly we can fight them. They're one tech level behind, which is not that much. Let's go ahead and take a look at their traits here. You know, we've maxed on manpower. Now, Russia will most likely have a lot of manpower for some reason. Russia, 125k in the bank and only 87 active ones. So we could slaughter Russia easily. And I think that'll be the thing to do, just for the power projection. I mean, we'll probably grab some land too, although there's a lot to be said if we just humiliated them. It actually might work out better for us. Yes, we don't grab more land, but we get a ton more power projection, and we're not spending a bunch of diplo points and admin points coring other things. And that lets us catch up in other ways. We don't have to get bigger. Just teching up right now may actually be something that would strengthen us more than anything else. We finally finished that colony overseas. That's very exciting. Actually, that was costing me a few bucks as well. Especially since, you know, I didn't have a missionary, or a colonist in the first place. There's something to be said about that. We have no real inflation. Money is definitely going up. We only have one province left to core. Sweet little lies to Lithuania. Very nice. I mean, we may as well finish coring this last thing. Just to say, again, get the money in the bank. Manpower is now up to 310k as a max. Brandenburg being a douche. Tempted to start now. It might be a good idea to have a bit more money in the bank, though, just to avoid having to take out any loans. Right, we are subsidizing Galicia. Now, can I actually cancel those right now? Oh, I can. Good, because I'm already... Well, hang on a sec. Ooh, I like having a high claim strength. And we've got lots of prestige. So in a second, Galicia is just about to get eaten. Bam! Integration's a slow process. Look at that. Now, let's take a look at our force limit. We are still below it. Ships are fine. We've got a second fleet hanging out here. What do you got? A galley. Yeah, inland sea is fine, but you know what? No. I mean, there's technically inland sea here, and we've got another transport. Meanwhile, my Moor fleet has rebuilt itself and was supposed to be in a position to babysit over there. I think what I'm going to do is leave it here. We might mothball it again. But now that it's repaired, we can make the big swim all the way over here if we do need to go across the sea to make sure that this place has no unrest. Actually, it has 0 unrest. I'm shocked about that. I mean, it's Catholic, which helps a lot, and it's being cored, so it's literally not going to be a problem. That is excellent. Bit of an army over here. It's got its morale locked right now because our maintenance is low, and it probably just had to upgrade all of its units. Frees up another diplomat, which is nice. One of the things we could do is we could fabricate some claims on some Russian lands just to make some of the purchasing a little bit better. It might be funny, for example, to fabricate a claim on, or to take in our war, even though I'm mostly going to maybe go for humiliation, which I think costs 60. If I go and take Simbursk over here, I can cut Russia in half again. Have a little island here and a little island here. The thing to note, here's their capital, which is going to be super vulnerable. So tell you what, I'm going to start fabricating a claim on this, just because it'll be funny to take that. Meanwhile, let's actually swing a major army over there, so it can move into the capital instantly once I declare war. Which may happen in momentarily. Now, if I were to declare war at this second, we just sent a diplomat. Right, because we were fabricating. Hey, conversions. Convert some more. I just want to see who might get pulled in. Spain would come in because of an alliance. There's no coalition that will trigger. France and Lithuania will come in, which is nice. France is not currently in a war. Good. Hopefully France can hold its own against Spain. I suspect that it can. In fact, we might end up taking more territory from Spain. Spain has further allies. Portugal, Milan, Russia. Yeah, I was thinking we could co-belligerize Spain, but that would probably bring in Portugal, which I don't want to do. If we get a full siege of Spain, yeah, taking provinces will be expensive if they're not co-belligerents, but we could still probably take 1 or 2. And of course, one of the big limiting factors with taking a lot of this land will still be administrative power. So here I go talking about how nice it would be to tech up on all that. But honestly, we get the opportunity to go to war against 2 of my rivals and almost certainly obliterate them. How could I possibly turn that down? So if I were to run at full maintenance, I would be losing money right now. Whoops, come down, come down. So maybe we don't want to do that. But we're still being no reinforcements. We'll drop the maintenance all the way down to 0. But our army is just so big and we don't have the finances. That's interesting. I could have 10 years of 15% more trade efficiency and 50 diplo power. Or almost 3,000 ducats right now. Now, I've got to assume that 15% more trade efficiency would add up to a lot of money over 10 years. You know what? Maybe instead of warring, maybe I should just look to improve my current holdings. Like, teching up is all nice. I don't suppose the next admin tech level has an efficiency. You can get more production efficiency. It increases things a lot. In diplomatic tech, we could get more trade efficiency at level 16 and 17. Maybe I can't afford it. I've got a massive army, and it's literally possible that I can't afford to war with it at full efficiency. I need too much money in the bank. So in terms of long-term versus short-term here, since I think I would rather spend money on tech than buying buildings right now, I'm going to go ahead and take the long-term investment because I don't need the money instantly, and it does give me 50 more Diplo power. So we'll go ahead and take that route and actually take the next level of technology here. Which ironically increases my fleet maintenance a little bit. Should probably mothball that. But yeah, we'll go ahead and take this idea. Unless we would need to save the points for something. Again, a war deal or this or that. It would be nice to get more power projection, but you know what? I don't think I'm going to war. Let's go ahead and, like... this time I'm going to mean it. For sure. I'm going to take my troops off. Well, there's no Russian troops there, but over here anyway. We're going to take our troops completely off this Russian border just so that we don't get just rushed in an unexpected fashion. And we'll wait to see. There's so many little fish to grab, but it literally... nothing else. Just save up some cash would be nice. Construct a grand fleet, which is 20 or more heavies. Does give you a lot of great stuff. You know what? I'm going to cancel this mission, though. Russians just gone to war. It's like they're asking me to declare war on them. Man, I might be able to even do this without a whole lot of... Oh, do I want to cancel this right now? Do I need the +1 Diplo reputation? I got positive reputation. You know what? I think it's time to cancel that. I like the lowered aggressive expansion impact, especially for the German war. That probably might help to make the aggressive expansion in the coalitions vaguely more manageable. But also the diplomatic reputation helped annex a few things much, much faster. But now it's not going to be relevant. In fact, we can't annex anything right now at all. So we're going to go ahead and cancel that. We can always put it back in whenever we want. We do have to keep it around for at least 10 years, though. In terms of love, we don't have enough of it. But with minus 102 annex vassals, it's going to take 100 years to go away right now. But if we ever get to the point where we can get another diplomatic reputation guy, we'll do that. So now let's just keep on keeping on. We're 5 over our relationship limit, but that's not so bad. We could probably get some royal marriages going, but go shopping and see who doesn't hate me so completely, and who's not a bishopric. This guy over here. Royal marriage. Augsburg is one of ours, but it's a bishopric. Salzburg is one of ours. Yes. Good. We'll get that going. Frankfurt is a bishopric, so we can't. Trier is one of ours, but is a bishopric. Hesse is one of ours. We don't necessarily need them, but there we go. So yeah, I think, keep saying it, but I'm going to try again to, like, just spend maybe next episode on Speed 4 and just let things resolve themselves. Big civil war in Wallachia. It's like they're asking me to take their territory. Gosh. I guess the other thing I could do to save a lot of money is get rid of all my level 3 dudes. You know, that's not bad. We don't have a level 1 military guy. And right now, our military is pretty poor because our leader... We do have an extra leader, but they're really good. I don't necessarily want to get rid of them. I think it's worth, like, spending the... We're behind the times. Spend the money. Instead of going to war, spend the money on better advisors so we can tech up, improve our internal issues, and then, you know, go back to raffle stomping soon enough. Top priority is converting the Orthodox because we actually have less tolerance of heretics than heathens, although it's a little less bad than it used to be. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. Kind of an odd episode, I feel. We are definitely, you know, embiggening ourselves is still a thing. I'd like to take Poland off the map at some point. I want to take some more land from Russia. And that power projection is so good. It's so good. We might see if we can do short war. Really have to fire these guys. It's tough, you know? Getting +1 power points to all 3 from getting above 50 power projection would be nice. And we should be able to do that if we humiliate them. Although it might not last that long. And in the meantime, how much money do we spend here? And do we have to fire one of these guys? Would we want to do that? Oh. Why don't I downgrade? My admin situation, well, the tech is still poor, but I'm not coring anything right now. Why don't I go ahead and swap from Lars over to Charles over here for the extra tax income and some general savings. Yeah, slightly less admin points, but it is increasing our money quite a bit, and that's probably a good idea. All right, we're going to wrap this up. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time, folks. Bye-bye.